Most of my involvement growing up in the Estonian community has been the fact that I have a cottage at Seedrioru. So, growing up, it was a lot of camp-related activities and a mix of both the Toronto and the Hamilton crowd. So, I've had a lot of involvement and I've been back and forth quite a bit. But yeah, it's kind of opened a lot of doors for me and actually shaped my new career. So, 7 years ago in 2019, I was actually on the board of directors at Seedrioru, and I got a late night email that we had an emergency. They had found bees in the wall of the red house, the Punane Maja, where our toddlers sleep. And there were, 80,000 of them going crazy in a small room. The hive was over 13 feet tall, and they had filled from stud to stud, from under the floorboard to up into the attic. It wrapped around the room. So, of course, this was a big problem that needed to be changed immediately. So they hired a beekeeper to come in and cut them out of the wall. So this was already decided, but in this email, it said if somebody on the property showed up when she was cutting them out of the wall, they could keep the bees. So I said yes. I immediately went on Amazon and I ordered Beekeeping for Dummies. And one thing led to another, and I had bees in my yard before the book arrived. So I was asked if I would be willing to become the beekeeper of Seedrioru. And over the last 6 years, I've not only been the beekeeper, I've slowly expanded to the point that it's now my full-time job and career. I found a company called Alveole. They're an urban beekeeping company that works with corporate real estate and properties to put beehives in urban spaces. So most of their business is putting beehives on rooftops around the city. So in Toronto, I believe there's a little over 350 beehives that nobody knows are there if you just look up. So a lot of the condo buildings, apartment buildings, and retail buildings in downtown Toronto do have hives on the roof. I drive around to different locations and I check on my bees. So throughout the season, that looks very different. In the spring, we're making sure that everything survived winter. So really, the start of the season is making new hives. Then we get into caring for those hives. And of course, finally, what everybody enjoys is the harvest. By August, September, it can be hundreds of pounds coming in per week. Bees are really a staple in our food chain. And if we continue losing these species, our food chain falls apart with it. So as it is, certain foods need to be pollinated by specific types of bees. And that's where we're starting to see the biggest losses. So one that everybody's heard of, but probably doesn't know, is a type of wasp that specifically pollinates vanilla. It is pretty well extinct around the world now. So that is one of the spices we might actually naturally lose within our lifetime. And the reason for that is because all vanilla is now being hand pollinated. A lot of it comes down to habitat and the ability to breed. So some of these species, they breed in ways that we have destroyed. So a big one is raking lawns and removing that raked material. Anytime you're not paying enough attention is when bees like to surprise you. So it's really just watching for problems. But the rewarding side of it is what you get out of it. That I know in our area, I'm providing a few million pollinators per year to all of the farmers and stuff in my area. They all really appreciate it too. But really seeing the kids at camp get excited in the morning to put fresh honey from 200 feet away on their toast. And getting to see the kids lose their fear of bees. I'd say that has been the biggest, most rewarding part of this, that I get to share this with children. There is so much out there to learn that you can put as much or as little effort as you want to into this hobby. But the more effort you put into it, the more you will get out of it. This year kind of is my milestone. I've shifted from just doing a hobby to actually having a full-time job with bees and making it my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
With the extra groups and organizations I'm running, I'm going to be teaching workshops and stuff throughout the year. And over the past year, I've gone from just lip balm and honey to making soaps and salt scrubs. Started making some candles, especially with bees. We are very in tune with them in the Estonian community and with Estonian culture. God knows there's not an Estonian on earth who doesn't love honey. So I would just love to see more and more happen within our community. And I would also like to offer more if people want to learn. I know there's going to be a green roof at guest schools. If they want a beehive, please call me. Like, I would love to be the one doing that and teaching not only the kids, but the community as a whole about ways that they can be helping not only bees, but their environment as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, what bees can be doing to help them.